Hello, welcome to part 2 of how do I put that on my head, or whatever we're going to call this. I'm sure I'll come up with a witty name. So, the last video I showed you guys was how to do my fancy, fluffy, I'm gonna go be impressive in court hair veils. But that is not often the case of what we're doing in the SCA. So, I'm going to show you more of my basic kick around the camp, keep my hair out of the gross stuff sort of thing. I mean, they didn't have elastic, and so putting your hair in a ponytail wasn't going to happen. My hair, it gets in everything, and it picks up every smell. So I don't know if you guys have noticed when you go camping, but your hair starts picking up a texture and an odor. Imagine doing that for weeks on end before you washed it. There's a practical reason for why people cover their hair, as well as an aesthetic, and in some cultures and areas, religious. For me, very practical, very helpful. And this would be a style of headdress I would wear just in my hometown, in a comfortable, I'm gonna get around. In the SCA, I wear it as my kicking around camp. I'm visiting, I'm still dressing to my station, but it's more laid back. So this one, I'm just using a scarf. It's a lovely scarf. I think it's a pashmina. But you're going to start out similar to how we started out. You keep your base that we did in the first video. And you're just going to come through and figure out where you want where you want your contrast. So I like that. It'll be even. They can be even on this one. It's just the loopy one that you have the uneven setup. The other difference with setting up with this is you're going to put your temple rings on before you start doing anything with the veil. So you get your veil where you want it to be, and then you're going to use these bad boys. It's never going to work when you're doing it on TV. You're going to do that. There we go. So, there we go. My hair is a little wild today. I put the bun up a little too high, and my scarf is making it really big, so you'll notice that it's on like the very top of my ginormous head. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to anchor it around this magnificent bun of hair and fabric that's going on in the back of my head. And I'm going to twist it just to try and keep it a little tucked away. So this is actually a very easy headdress to do. You're just going to twist it in the direction that you're going to weave it or place it. And you're going to bring it up and over. And then tip it in. I like the fringe because it gives fun accents. I think that I mentioned that in the other video, is that a lot of my stuff has fringe because it, A, keeps the fabric from fraying, and B, can be utilized as extra bling. Although right now I look like one of my mother's coats from the 70s. So, we're going to just wrap these around each other, and they can be very close to each other. If you want, what I often do to give some accent is I'll actually have two veils on my head, and I'll wrap them together, which gives you a contrasting color thing, which is gorgeous. But I haven't unpacked all my veils, and I didn't know if you guys were into this one or not. You're just going to keep twisting it and wrapping it around. And then we're going to come up here. Oh, and ruin the whole thing. Sitting here telling you guys how easy it is, but a lot of what I do and what people do that they don't tell you is basically just harass it until it does what you want. And then you tell everybody, oh yeah, totally. So easy. All right. And poof. My hair is up. I've got a lovely silhouette, and everything is tucked in except for my fringe. I'm not sure if you can see this. So it just keeps it all contained. It gives a lovely base if you need to wear something else on there. And you'll notice that I pulled it down. Often this will end up kind of back here when I'm putting it on, and that can look kind of odd. So the silhouette doesn't look quite how I like it, so I try to remember to pull it forward a little and then just sort of zhuzh it. I don't like the fringe right here, so I'm gonna change this up a little bit. And remember, you can always take this off and start over again if it hasn't exactly cooperated. Sometimes it takes 1 or 2 tries to get your veil into position, basically, because they are a little weird and they are fabric, and fabric fights back. So I'm thinking about how I want to deal with this tail. I'm not sure if I like that. I kind of like the asymmetric look, so I might just tuck that bad boy in there and just get a little bit, but that's going to leave me kind of cockeyed. So it's really just a matter of shuffling it around, figuring out what you like, and saying, I feel pretty. And if you feel pretty, you have done this correctly, and you are ready to go do the dishes, because that's what this is for. What I love about this is it's really easy. You can make it as fancy or unfancy as you want. Like I said, you can use the fringe. I'm really not loving what it's doing right now. Normally this goes better. Of course, it's when I'm recording that I'm gonna make a big old mess out of this. But so you can have it without fringe, you can have it with fringe, you can use multiple veils, you can put veils on top of it if you wanted, I guess. I mean, you can do anything you want with this. Wearing a coronet with this would be very difficult because it's a lot, but yeah, you can make yourself lovely. But this is the other main way that I wear my hair. It is very useful for camping, and if you have any specific questions about it, just let me know. My name is Phoebe. I'm Phoebe Welke on Facebook. You can send me a message if there's something that I have touched on that you want more information on, anything like that, just let me know. If I don't get back to you, send it again. I am not on Facebook all the time, and I don't get on my computer very much, so the messages can sit there for a long time. But just remind me if I missed you. So I hope you're all weathering this social distancing well, and hopefully maybe we can do some projects virtually together, and we'll just get through it so we can start arting or fighting or whatever you will like about the SCA. Wearing cool headdresses.